What do we call our fandom now?
Right now? The pointers.
The pointers?
Yeah.
The pointees?
No, the pointers, because then they could be the dog to go.
Do they do
when
a lot
they
of
see
that?
each other in the streets? That's how you recognize it.
It's instead of
You
drawing
gotta
a Jesus
lift
fish in
the
the
leg
sand,
up
you
too.
just
You gotta. Yeah. Well, not to the side.
wait. They point with their nose though.
Okay.
So you just lock eye contact. It's just highly aggressive eye contact.
It's just. Oh yeah. So I was listening to this podcast.
What's it called?
To the point. No, don't do that. It's my first episode.
It is your first episode.
Look
Welcome
at that.
to episode 13 of To The Point. Welcome
Lucky
to the
number
point.
13.
And
Woo!
this is not Teddy.
No.
I don't know if you knew.
No, I'm not Teddy.
Teddy didn't just go through a wild transformation in the past 2 weeks.
No. Yeah, I regrew my hair.
That's
And
why
got glasses.
That's why we were gone for 2 weeks. Teddy was getting massive plastic reconstructive surgery.
Mm-hmm. We don't look that much
He ran
different,
into a
do we?
tree, and the height's a little different.
Excuse me, ran into a tree?
Yeah.
What am I, deformed?
No.
I look like...
Okay, he got plastic
I
surgery for
look
fun.
like some kind of victim of a gruesome accident. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, Teddy looked like Teddy until he drove into a tree.
Yeah.
Now he looks like me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hateful words.
Well,
I'm the eldest.
No, yeah,
Firstborn.
This is making a lot of sense, I'm sure now, because until now, people were probably wondering, why is there a third person in the intro?
That's me.
And
I'm
in
the
description.
skydiving one.
You are the skydiving one.
Yes.
And
I made
you
the
danced
music.
in the yeah, you did. That's where the
right.
music comes from.
Uh-huh.
And you danced in the
That's where
backseat
the
of a
music
van.
comes from.
You.
I did. It was me. I'm the third guy.
But you weren't here until now.
No, I live in Georgia.
And now Teddy's gone.
Yeah.
We didn't have a tag team episode because
We will. But,
eventually.
Not this time.
No, not this time. We made it up.
We made it up.
It was fiction.
Fiction.
Fabrication. Not this time.
Oh my gosh. What's that actor's name? Do you know?
No,
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
William T. Riker.
I call him
from,
Riker. Yeah.
from Star Trek Next Generation.
I'm so bad at actors' names. I just call them the characters that they play.
Because that's who they are.
And that's
who they are.
And then people are like, "Oh, you're a theater guy, thespian fellow. You must know these actors. Who's your favorite actor?" And I'm like, "I don't know. The guy who played this guy.
The
guy who played this guy.
That is the official name of actors. The guy who played.
The guy who played this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally.
I don't know their names.
So, Lane, tell us, why weren't you here? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to this year?
This is your introduction episode,
man.
so...
well, I got married. Bam!
You did. That's
To that
cool.
lovely lady behind the camera.
Say hello, Julia.
Hello.
The official hello.
I've been a fourth grade teacher. I've been teaching fourth grade for all year.
That sounds awful to me.
It was awful at the beginning, and then once you get to know some kids, some of the kids are just boobs. They're just boobs the whole time. They're no good. You don't want anything to do with them from start to finish. But the vast majority of them are awesome. And the more you work there, the better you get to know them and their own little personalities. You get inside jokes with them, and they're just a blast.
How many students do you have?
I had 24.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I actually had 26 because 2 left because 1 moved to the sister school that's further south. I'm working in Georgia. I was a teacher in Georgia. More further towards Atlanta than where I am. I'm in North Georgia. But his mom got a job working at that school, so she was like, "I don't want my kid to be going to school an hour and a half away from where I work, and I work at the school that works with that school, so I'll just transfer him over." So they did, and his name was Christian. Yeah, I had a Roman and Christian in my class, and the Romans won.
Oh, they did?
They did.
The Roman occupation won.
Yeah, the Roman occupation was for the whole time, and the Christians left early. And the second kid who left was this kid who had he had red hair that was buzzed on the sides and back, and then a sprout on the top of his head.
So he was
He was
Alfalfa from Little Rascals.
He was a nightmare child. Okay. And because I'm talking about him this way, we're not going to name him.
Okay.
But I felt some sympathy for him because I didn't jive with school very well when I was younger than him, because I was teaching 4th grade. I got out of school in 3rd grade. But
graduated in 3rd grade.
I graduated in 3rd grade, moved on to bigger and better things like homeschooling, and he pulled out halfway through the year and started to be homeschooled, and I was like, good
That's
for you.
for the best.
Good for you, guy. Yeah, it's for the best, but also I wish all of the kids would do that, because
all of them? Then you'd have an empty classroom.
That would be much better for me also. There's some peace and quiet, but also I just think homeschooling's better.
I don't think they'd pay you very much for teaching an empty classroom.
I would get a different job. That's fine. But, yeah.
So you did that?
Teaching was fun. Teaching was very fun. Had a lot of fun with those kids.
Yeah, that's new for you.
Brand new. First year teacher. A lot of learning.
I bet. I don't know. I would never want to do that.
No.
I'd like maybe I'd tutor, but a large group of children seems...
No, it's fun.
Mind-numbingly frustrating.
It's fun. Because I don't know. I thrive in a big group. You know, I just do. They're a lot of fun. You heard one story about
I've heard a lot of stories.
A kid who mistakenly pronounced the name of a river.
I did hear that story.
That's a doozy that I can't say right now, but
yeah, that wouldn't go over well.
It's very funny. The kids are very funny. Let's see. Besides that, just been chilling in Georgia. Really, I met the lady who's now my wife over there, Julia. Yeah, we hang out all the time. Yeah, it was time well spent. It's been good. Georgia's been good to me.
Do you miss snow? Because
I do miss snow. I miss snow so much.
Before you left, you said I can be happy never seeing snow again in my life.
No, I was wrong. I want 1 month of heavy snowfall and then summer forever.
Well, we really didn't have that this year. It was
I want 1 month where you get like a 3 feet of snow at once, like 1 week-long snowstorm. It never stops. You're like, what? We got to shovel the roof off. Then nobody can go anywhere. You know, it's like, people, oh my goodness. Enough snow to like almost freak people who live up here out. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's what I want. That kind of snow.
So like Buffalo, New York levels.
Yeah, well, that might be a bit much.
When it's like 6 feet of snow.
That's a little. When you open the door and you like...
It's just a white wall.
Just snow. Or you open the door and it's powder and it just... You're like, great.
That'd be awful. Shovel the house.
Yeah. Ugh. How do you take the dogs out when it's snowy like that?
You throw them out the window.
But out the window? They're just out there.
You belay them with the leash. No, you lower them down with the leash. And then you pull them back up.
And then you put the corpse inside. You're like, oh, that's another one hung.
No, you put a leash on the back half too. So you Ethan Hunt them out the window.
No, a harness. You give them a harness. That's what harnesses are good for. My wife's family thinks that harnesses give you more control over the dog, which is...
No, they give the dog...
ludicrous.
All the power in the world.
Put all the pressure on their shoulders.
That you got a dog, too.
Oh, I did get a dog. I got a puppy, Maple. She's been staying with here, though. Yeah. She's been your puppy
for... Puppy boot camp.
For what?
A month. Ish.
Not a month. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's been 2 weeks.
Wow. All right. Time goes by.
But she grew a lot. She grew a lot during that time. When we got here, I couldn't believe how big she was. But her back legs are still taller than her front legs.
She's in reverse.
She is in reverse. She's built like a tractor.
Yeah, we get weirdly shaped dogs.
Yeah. Yep. Lily's not that weirdly shaped. She's just muscular.
Yeah.
She's very springy.
Yeah. Well, that's just because she's nervous.
Lad was like, not Lad. Bear was like perfectly shaped, but stupid.
He wasn't perfectly shaped mentally.
Neo had scoliosis.
Yeah.
Wolf was pointy.
He was. But he was good. Young Wolf was
good.
Young
Wolf was gorgeous until he got old, scabby, and slimy and pointy. He died ugly.
Gross.
He died ugly.
Well, he was old.
And allergic to everything.
Yeah.
We had a dog that you could only feed him
Raw quail.
raw quail meat.
By the end, yeah. That was tough. But
People don't believe me when I tell them that. They're like,
he had a diet of raw quail. He was a rather bougie dog in the end.
quail meat?
Yes.
Like from the Bible? Where do you... That's every time.
Where
They're
do you
like,
get
where
raw
did you
quail?
get that? Like that back alley the dog food place.
Yeah, you
Where
know
that you go in there,
slide him some food.
Yeah, you go in there and they're like,
money.
"Oh, you're the quail people," and then they go get it from the back.
The case, yeah. Came in giant logs.
Do you know where quail are from? Do you know where quail are native to?
No,
I have no idea.
not here.
Not
here. A place that's not here.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
I've never seen a picture of a quail.
You don't know what a quail looks like?
I've handled raw quail meat with my hands, but I've never seen.
Possibly it's a combination of two words: Cuban and whale.
A Cuban whale.
Yes, a quail.
I thought it was a bird.
That's what you thought. I mean, we wouldn't know from the meat.
No, that's true. It could have been anything, really. But the vet said he needed raw quail meat to stop being a scab, and then we fed him that tube meat, and he stopped being a scab. So I'm assuming that it was raw quail meat.
It worked.
Yeah.
But we weren't gypped. They
No.
weren't just like, hey, give him the elephant meat. That'll throw him.
Oh, man.
Or maybe they were just giant hot dogs. That could have been.
What's the most exotic meat you've ever eaten?
Not very exotic. Bison?
Bison, yeah. That's what I would say, too. I think Julia's probably got us beat.
I know some people who've eaten like gator and
Southern people have eaten
boa
gator
constrictor and stuff.
Yeah. Does cactus count? Because they serve it in steaks.
What?
Apparently, it's like super good. I haven't had it, but
That's
a lot of my friends at Summit were like, "Cactus, you got to try cactus steaks."
No, stay away from cactus. People can't get it through their heads that some things are dangerous, and that's not an invitation or a challenge to eat it.
Right into the microphone and slurp.
To slurp.
Yeah, I realized it right afterwards.
That's fine. Teddy and I tried to do ASMR for our first episode.
Did you?
For a little bit.
Like on purpose or by mistake?
Yeah.
Ironic ASMR?
All of them.
All right. Well, apologies to everyone who just had to go through that.
Just Teddy speaking and me directly behind the microphone just going...
No.
Yeah, exactly. So we could weird out the viewers.
Yeah, that's not how you build an audience.
That's how you build a special audience.
Yeah,
our viewers are unique.
Build a
resilient
audience. The ones who are here.
We tried to
ride
scare
or
them
die.
away.
Yeah,
exactly.
You separate the wheat from the men,
and the people who like listening to someone slurp.
But then those would stay.
Yeah,
I don't want the slurpers to stay.
Throw away the men. I don't want to get the wheat.
So does that mean our fan club could be called the Wheaties?
The Wheaties? Well, we have actually had conversations about that. One.
The Linters.
The lentils.
Lentils?
Like lentil soup. Yeah.
That's gross. Well, I don't want to be a lentil.
If we change the name, which I'm still fighting against.
Well, apparently you put out a...
I put out a poll on YouTube, folks,
and it was voted
down. One vote
down.
came in, and it was voted down. So for the time being,
it's to the point.
There's no change.
The person has spoken.
Yeah, the person did speak, and it wasn't me this time.
Do you vote on them sometimes?
No, but I follow her YouTube channel like 6 times over.
I followed it once.
That's good for you.
Yeah, with my one YouTube channel.
But we were talking about that. What do we call our fandom now?
Right now? The pointers.
The pointers?
Yeah.
The pointees?
No, the pointers, because then they could be the dog to go.
Do they do
when they see each other in the streets? That's how you recognize it.
It's instead of drawing a Jesus fish in the leg sand,
up
you
too.
just...
You gotta. Yeah. Well, not to the side.
Wait, they point with their nose though.
Okay.
So you just lock eye contact. It's just highly aggressive eye contact.
It's just. Oh yeah. So I was listening to this podcast.
What's it called?
To the point. No, don't do that. It's a little too aggressive. Okay.
The late leg lift.
That's quite a move. That's a move of dominance.
The best
right
of
there.
the move.
No, the best of the move. That's my Marge song. I still listen to that song sometimes. It's so weird.
Marge.
I haven't showed that to you yet, Julia. But It's bananas
You like
weird.
a lot of weird music.
Hey. Same as you.
Are you going to disagree? I don't like...
Like what? I just like dubstep and weird... Okay, my Marge is weird, all right? That's not even my music, though. Dad gave me that CD.
And you liked it.
Yeah, but then some homeless guy stole it in Colorado.
He wanted... What did he take?
He took... I was on a mission trip to Mexico, and I parked my car. I parked my church in a car parking lot. I parked my car in a church parking lot.
For the night. Lane moved his tabernacle.
Yeah. You know, and then that homeless guy, he opened the, what's the...
The flaps?
No, now I'm trying to do...
Ark?
The Ark, yeah. He opened the Ark of the Covenant and melted. Right there. Okay, but anyway, I parked my car in a church parking lot. I went to Mexico for a week on a mission trip. Wow, I'm doing this. I just shaved my mustache off today. I have phantom stash now.
You're just stroking your lip.
Yep. Okay, it feels cold, like you said.
Yeah. Try shaving the full beard off. I was just like, someone dipped my face in peppermint. It burns.
You know what burns good, though?
Old Spice aftershave.
Old Spice aftershave.
It does.
Oh, that's good. Where was I?
Homeless.
I made it to I parked my car.
No, you parked your church.
I parked my church. Okay.
And then a homeless guy broke in.
And then a homeless guy, he smashed the window, which was not fun to come back to. You know, you drive like 8.5 hours in a bus, uncomfy, stuffed like. I'm knowing the whole time like I gotta get out. Like it's gonna be night time when you get there. It was winter. It was in January.
Mm-hmm.
Get out and I have to drive myself all the way back to my house before I can get out and go to sleep. And you're tired from being on a mission trip. Nobody sleeps. You're in that mission trip room with all the other men, and every one of them snores. Every time.
That is a common
Have you ever been on a mission trip?
No.
No.
Which makes me sound like a bad person.
Have you ever been on a mission trip, wife? No. Well,
tell us about it.
When Teddy gets back here, I'll complain about mission trip bunking. Okay? But for now, they all snore always. Mission trip is the only time I've ever seen anybody cartoon snore in real life.
Really?
The whistle. Mr. LaFlash snores like this.
That's amazing.
I thought he was joking first, and then, after an hour, I was like, it's not funny anymore! Some of us are trying to sleep! And I could do without the whistles. But the whistle starts first. So you knew it was, you were like, go to sleep, come on, go to sleep before he's... And then you could hear... And you were like, no, here it comes, no!
So, there are birds.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they all snore.
Anyway.
So I was really tired. And I came back, got all the way back to Colorado. I was living in Colorado at the time. And it was like all snowy. Everything was covered in snow.
That is what snowy
means. And I could see the car. And it was like, you could see the leftover little bits of glass along the bottom. And I was like, that's either frost on a very clear window or...
Window on a very clear frost.
Window on a very clear and frosty night. And it was the ladder.
A ladder?
There was a ladder. He used a ladder to climb in. He was very small. And my church was very tall.
It was a short hobo.
It was a very short hobo. Yeah. Okay, but he took my car's registration, which was annoying. He probably used it as toilet paper or something. He took all of my CDs, including the one that Patrick and I made of our own music. So that's out there in the world somewhere. That's going to be cool whenever I make it big as a musician.
And the homeless guy's like, I got the first copy!
There's going to be some unreleased songs that are just on that CD. And he stole my LL Bean boots. That one hurt.
That's a
that
low
one hurt
blow.
a lot. But my car was full of other LL Bean boots that he didn't take. He just took the winter ones. So it must have just been really cold because they're really nice.
I guess.
They were lined with...
And really bored.
Yeah.
He needed some
Also,
CDs.
he also took my prescription Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Hmm.
And I felt like
winter.
George Costanza. I was like, who steals prescription glasses?
Yeah, that would be weird.
It was.
And-
It was very
and
weird.
it's
I did like a
weirder-
double take. I was like, what? Those were prescription.
It wouldn't be as weird if it was like my glasses, because mine have a super low prescription. Yours are binoculars. So he's going to be
You see
walking
how
around
thick those
very
are?
dizzy.
There's no way he could wear those.
Headache.
No way. Yeah.
Ultra strong headache.
He must have just been like, Ray-Bans, grabbing those. And then later on, oh, no, they're prescription.
I don't know. He
Why
seems
were
like
we
a weird
talking
homeless
about this? I can't even remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, my car got broken into.
We never know how we get here.
Why did we bring this up? It had to do with something we were talking about, but then there were too many rabbit trails
I don't know.
that came off of this. I have no idea.
It's fine.
It stunk,
It wasn't
though.
important.
It was no good. You don't want to have your car broken into.
No.
That's no fun.
Or your church.
Or your church.
That's bad too. Yeah. All right. So as our last thing today, now that the people have
Is it over?
kind of gotten to know you, well, just,
What?
I'm saying for a game.
You guys always say
An introduction
I'm an
game.
avid viewer, and you and Teddy are always
An
like,
introduction
well,
game.
you're Mr. Clock. You always go like,
I am Mr. Clock.
it's over now, and Teddy's over here like me right now. What?
No,
What?
Well, we're 22 minutes in.
Already?
Yes. You've been talking for 22 minutes.
Oh my gosh, dude. We gotta
Time flies
shut
when
up
you're
and let you talk.
when you're
some.
potting, when you're casting.
When you're
When
potting.
you're casting.
When you're
All
casting.
right, so we're thinking about you for the main role.
Oh, see, I heard that word, and even though I'm a thespian, I thought you were fishing.
Oh. Our audio listeners were just very confused. I was
It was reeling
miming-
me in,
I was miming fishing.
and I was miming being a fish.
Very well. That's
Thank you.
snaps.
Did I get
Snaps
the role?
for you.
It was casting.
I was casting the fish
You were casting the fish.
back in.
But no, I was casting.
Did I get it?
As the fish.
Did I get the role?
Blub.
Blub.
Mm-hmm.
I've only heard glub before. I'm not familiar
Blub
with this
glub.
dialect.
All right, what are we doing for our last thing?
So we had talked about doing a. You have your list. Would
Yeah,
you
what
like
do you
to
want
do
to do?
a how to recognize oldest? Would you like to do
The oldest siblings?
the oldest sibling, or
Okay, sure, we could do.
you want to do that,
Okay,
or we could do one of the others we had talked about.
how to recognize oldest siblings?
Would you like to go first, or
Sure.
You want to rock off for it?
We'll rock off for
All right,
it.
best out of one.
Best out of one, yeah.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, I lose.
Rock always wins.
Rock on.
All right. It's easy. The easy first one.
All right.
They're loud. They're loud. Okay.
Very.
Because, and let me tell you
There's
why.
a strong presence.
They are a very strong presence because they believe that they are the star of the movie.
Main character vibes.
They were the main character for they are like so you know how the Fast and Furious movies, the casts keep growing and growing and growing.
Uh-huh.
That's what as the oldest, you are Vin Diesel, okay? And then as your parents see fit,
As
they keep
family keeps
adding
growing?
characters to your movie as your family keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why.
you
That's why
protect family.
It's about family.
Yeah.
It's about family.
That's your Vin Diesel.
It's bad. I can't do Vin Diesel. But yeah, that's why
That was
we're
more
loud
of-
because we think that we're the protagonist. We're that guy from Tenet.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm the protagonist. That's how
All
how
right.
we feel about the situation.
That's fair.
Whereas you come along and there's already the movie's been going on for years.
Yeah, but I'm that lovable side character.
Yeah, but you see the outlook on the situation is totally different. But we can talk about that when we
is.
talk
All
about
right.
the youngest.
Next.
You go now.
I would say one would be pretty obvious. New clothes.
New clothes.
Need I say more? New things.
New stuff.
Everything is new.
Yeah, because no one's had it before.
Exactly. There's no reason for it not to be.
Yeah. I didn't have very many hand-me-downs. Although there aren't hand-me-downs are usually just they in a house full of brothers, they don't make it very far.
Well, Teddy got all of those.
Teddy gets the hand-me-downs and then
Demolishes
they were
them.
destroyed.
Yeah. Which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Because then I don't get them.
All right. What's another way to recognize oldest?
How do you know your kind?
How do I recognize my kind? They typically, well, they can be, how do I say this? Bossy. I was going to say bossy. Or bullies, that's fine too. However you want to put it. We feel that
you're like, look, let's not quibble over words here.
We feel that we should run the show because we're the main character, and also there's like I don't know. I don't want to give away like the next one that I'm saying, but there's that attitude of that we're like cowboys, you know?
Yeah.
We're the frontiersmen of the family.
That works. All right. Next for me is outlandish-ish fashion.
Outlandish fashion?
At least more than the other siblings.
Bold.
Yes.
They're bold.
Boldly go where no man has gone before.
That's mine. That's what I was going to say.
So that your siblings can look and be like, yeah, that's too far. That's a bit too much. Let's tone that down.
And you dial it back to something that's reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's exactly right. And that goes right into what I was going to say is that we're the guinea pigs. So you can see that we have the oldest have an attitude of like, yeah, I'll do it. Sure. Okay.
Sometimes.
Until
you get
Until
Teddy.
you get Until you
get the real guinea pig.
That's still in there though.
Sure.
But it changes when you're with your cast. So when you have when the guinea pig gets its own guinea pig, then then you're like, hey, why don't you climb that tree?
That could be fun.
It could be fun, or maybe you'll die. I don't know. We won't know until we find out.
That's why you're doing it.
Yeah. But then when the sidekick is not there, the baseline, that urge is still there.
All right.
But then you don't have you can't like offshore it to someone else. So you're still like, okay, I guess I'll do it. I guess I have to do it.
That's fair.
How many have we done?
I don't know. A few.
A few?
Well, just do it. Do it until we can't.
Okay. I'm running low.
My next one is has at least, compared to other siblings, has at least an 80% greater in old photos percentage.
That's so true. That's
when you look
so
through old
true.
pictures, it's like, oh, let's see us. Oh, that's Lane. Oh, that's him too. Yeah. Oh, this is a baby. Who could that? No, that's Lane.
Yeah.
That's also Lane. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have baby albums.
You do.
Or who do you think is featured more, you or Teddy? Do you think is it like a slope or did it bounce back?
No, I think it's a slope.
You were forgotten
and then
most.
I featured myself.
You featured
yourself. I became
yourself.
a photographer in order to compensate.
Yeah, you did. And
so
that's why we can do this.
Goes like,
look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Way more material.
You did. You were always the photographer, interviewer character.
Although when I was like 3 feet tall.
Up the nose picture.
Yeah. Fisheye.
No, not up the nose again. He'd get you like 30 chins. We got them all.
Hey, look down here.
What? What's that down there? Oh, that's the worst possible angle.
I was trying out new angles, okay?
You were. Julia, is there anything we've missed of how to recognize oldest siblings? You got anything? I'm just about out. I have no self-awareness. Is that one? Oldest have no self-awareness?
Sure.
Well,
because you think you're the main character. So what could you
family.
possibly do that wouldn't be good and normal?
That's true. So there's...
I would say I got one more.
What?
Takes part in way more events, sports, activities.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well,
takes part in life.
That goes along with what you just said, though, because why we think we're the main character is that we get all of our parents' attention until Teddy comes along, you know? We get all the activities, all the resources, all the pictures.
Yep, that's true.
And so I did every sport, every activity. You did far less.
I did a little bit.
But also, that was like you were lucky to a certain degree because mom was too tired to make you do stuff you didn't want to do.
Wow.
Whereas, like,
Not all
I
of
had
it.
to take dance classes and jazz and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
And by the time it got to you, you were like, no, I don't want to do this. And mom was like, I'm too tired. Sure. You don't have to.
Hey, well.
And Teddy and I were there like, what? We've been
not
doing
how
this
it
for
works.
years. What do you mean he doesn't have to?
Hey, well, she made me do acting,
Yeah, she made me do acting too, but that was
and
good.
now I might
glad.
be an actor, so
Yeah.
that's good.
That acting's fun.
But the dance, no,
Yeah.
no, thank you. Glad I didn't have to do that. I did technically play baseball because I went to one practice. And then mom and dad found out you no longer share equipment. Everyone has to have their own.
I'm out.
And that's like $700
Yeah, no way.
for a
dude.
bat.
Nope.
So that was it. But I did play baseball.
And it's not even a bat that you can like use because it's a child's bat. So
Little bat.
Yeah, tiny bat. You have to like keep having kids to get more use out of that.
That's true. That's very true.
Wow, that's a bummer. I didn't know that. Now I guess none of our future children are going to be able to play sports because we have to buy them their own equipment.
Well, no, just do soccer. Think about
She won't let our kids play soccer. She says soccer's gay. Yeah.
severe judgment passed on the rest of the world. Is that? Does the South
You know
hate
what?
soccer?
Yeah, they do. They do. They don't like anything that can be considered dandy at all.
I see.
No. You, as a man, you work hard to drive a tractor or a truck.
Wait, do
something
they hate
big.
do they hate basketball too? Then?
No, she likes basketball.
But people flop way more in basketball than
it
soccer.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Look, I freely will
it's
admit
the
I
outside
love playing
vibe
soccer.
of the sport.
I hate watching it.
See, this is where they get you though. They're way. It's because of that America strain. Okay, soccer is European.
Yes, it is.
Soccer's European.
Well, that's football.
It's football. It's
Football.
It's European. We don't want anything to do with that.
Okay.
That's why they don't like it.
All right.
You want to do another one?
We could do another. We're currently at 33 minutes.
Okay.
So we could call it here or do one more.
Let's do a quick one. You want to keep going with the siblings?
Sure. We can.
Let's do youngest because you're here.
All right. Hello. Yes. Hello, and I love you too, random citizen. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Youngest.
Rock off?
Oh yeah, we got to rock off.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you got
I got in your head.
You did.
I got in your head.
Man. Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Rock on, huh?
Yeah, it is. All right.
Wait, now I'm
Go
stuck
ahead.
going first.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot.
Ha ha!
You got in my head.
No, I didn't. I just lost.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How would I recognize? What's top of the list here?
It's tough to do when it's you. At least
Yeah.
for me, it was tough to do when it's me.
All right. One would be that comes to the top of my mind is acts way older than they are.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Their
Maturity is cranked up to 11.
Because they hang out with their.
Yeah.
So you did like.
I have
how
to
old
hang
were
out
you-
with you, who's
how old
9
were
years
you
older
when
than
you
me.
when you first like got your own friend group, instead of just borrowing just like.
We have yet to see.
your friends.
Well, I still just.
You have like
No,
Ethan and Carlo.
But I have like 2 friends who are my age.
Oh, hold on. That counts, okay? Because I always
Sure.
only have 2 friends. I just collect 2 INFPs, and I'm set.
You're me, but quiet.
Yeah. We should do one where you do like we just do one like ping pong back and forth between us, where we would do like one how to recognize
Myers-Briggs type?
this Myers-Briggs type, and then I go to the next one, and then the one after that.
Sure.
We just draw. We can write them all down, draw
That'd
them
be
out of
fun.
a hat, and then the game would go like this. You would draw one and go, oh, this one's like this, and then I draw it, and I'd be like, Casey, what's this? What's this one like? What does this mean?
He's awkward.
He's awkward. Well, then you could tell he's awkward. Your turn again. So maybe that's a bad idea. Then maybe I just convinced myself out of that.
Or I just draw from a hat the whole time.
I don't know.
It's just me.
Yeah. But
being
what we
like-
should do is do Scooby-Doo Jeopardy with you as the host.
When Teddy's here, yes, we're doing that. 1,000%.
I don't know how to do that at all. I don't know anything about Scooby-Doo. And also, we need to film the episode where we go to Buffalo Wild Wings and eat
We will
the
do
spiciest wings.
Look at that. Listen to all this new content we're thinking up. We're also
I'm a big idea man.
as
That should have been an oldest sibling thing.
big idea man.
Yeah.
1940s big idea
I'm a
man.
1940s big idea man, but I don't follow through on the idea. Once it becomes...
And then we could go and we could do this, and you could see us in the lights, and the jockeys, the flickers.
The flickers. You got Moxie, kid. You got
Yeah.
Moxie. You got the it
Spunk.
factor. You got spunk. Whatever you want to call it. We're going to big places. We're doing big things.
We're going
But
to the
then,
movies.
As soon as the person says, "Okay, let's do that," well, we need this. We need this. We need this. To the big idea man, it sounds
Boring.
like that's a job. That's a job. It's no longer a fun idea
You have
that
to
I've
do
just
stuff
cranked
to
out
do
in my
stuff.
imagination. Nope. Which is why I need an army of aides to be like, I'll be like, idea,
Secretaries.
make it happen. Yes, I need. Is that a politician? Should I just be a
Sure.
politician?
Yes.
All right.
That's a dark realization. Okay, back to youngest. How do you recognize me?
Okay. This is. I don't know if this is the same thing, but I was gonna say they're very smart. Okay, because they've had to keep up, like you've been saying. Like they're very smart. Youngest are always very smart. Like Ava's very smart for her age. That's the youngest biological sister. She has a youngest brother as well, who's adopted. But I think Ava got. How old was Ava when you adopted Finn? Did she have some time to grow into the youngest?
I think she was 8.
Yeah,
That's time.
That's time to develop it. The youngest attitude. So yeah, they you learned how to speak sign language before you could speak. This whole vibe of like reading. Well, none of that. Okay, all right. Well, all right. Nope, no. Back down. Yeah. Okay, that's much better.
What? No military.
We're not going
lingo?
in. We're not going in. Nope. No. Don't circle the wagons. No, not 3, not 1, not over there, not 2. No, rock on, baby. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I just think they tend to be very intellectually sound because you have a window into like different areas of life that your siblings are in. You got the oldest who are like the trailblazers. They're figuring everything out for the first time.
Getting messed up by
They're
the
getting
world.
messed up by the world. And then the middle ones who are kind of, they're
Awkward.
well, we'll get into the middles later, but you get to see like they're here, they're there, and you see like what works in each place. You kind of
We watch and wait.
you see like you get a window into
A preview.
where the road goes, where we're going. You get a preview, yeah. Yeah, so that would be my one. I don't know if that's different enough, but
That works.
I think it is.
All right, I've got one. Has to wait way longer to do the same things as your siblings in life.
What?
Like
no way. That's totally
bunch
the
of them.
opposite. You get everything way earlier. Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do. Well, that's
No.
mine. That's the one I'm saying afterwards. Go ahead and do this
because- okay.
spiel. What are you talking about?
At least with some things.
Like what?
watching things.
Like watching-
Yes, because
No.
the mother is terrified to let her baby be exposed to things, exposed to the world.
Yeah, okay.
And also because they
you're the
made
baby.
the mistakes on you
Yeah.
and don't want to do the same thing. So like getting a phone or
No, you got a phone way earlier than me.
No, are you kidding?
No.
You got a phone when you were like 13.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I got like an iPod Touch when I was
no,
13.
we still have that brick of an iPhone.
It wasn't a phone because I didn't have a phone plan because I wasn't allowed to
phone.
have a phone.
Well, then when did you get a phone?
College. That's when I went in and I bought my first phone, which is not this one, so I don't know why I'm waggling this around. Phone.
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 This phone.
Not this phone. Different phone.
Well,
smaller. Much smaller than.
Back when Apple was like, what if it fit in your hand?
Yeah. What if you could, that was like a
could
selling
use
point.
it.
You could use it all with one hand. You can, look,
Now
my
it's like-
thumb can reach
It's
all
a
of it.
flat screen.
It's a flat screen. You need 2 hands to use it. And it's still not enough. You have to readjust constantly.
All right.
I like it better. I like it
But,
better still.
but
Bigger is better.
Okay, at least movies.
How big do you think they're going to get before the trend goes back?
They are getting bigger. This year,
I know.
they're getting an inch bigger.
How big do you think they're going to get before the trend goes back down the other? Before the pendulum starts to swing back towards. What if they were small?
They did that for a little.
Or do you think
they already tried, Lane?
I think
they made an iPhone Mini.
I think they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then there's going to be like an iPod Shuffle version of a cell phone that comes out, and it's like it's a microchip that you slide into your wrist skin, and then you can hear phone calls. And it'll like connect to your Apple glasses.
I think that before we get to the point of them getting smaller again,
they're going to be obsolete.
It won't be a physical thing.
Yeah, okay.
You'll just be walking around like an idiot doing this.
Yeah.
The air in my hand.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
I think you guys get everything
early
because you're the baby. And
you have to say the baby.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, Mom, can I please have this? And she's like, oh, sure. And Teddy and I are like, you know how you know how hard I had to work to get Nerf guns?
Yeah. Rules are already set.
You're way more lax.
Are allowed.
Your life was way more lax than mine. I had strict militant Nazi parents. And you had like, hey man, whatever. You do whatever you need.
I had hippie parents?
Yeah, you did. Teddy had the sweet spot right in the middle where they were like, I'm sure you'll be fine.
And yet
they had the knowledge of the mistakes that they had made, but also the energy to care.
Yeah. And yet looking at pictures, you would say he had it the worst. Because it looks like he wasn't fed.
He does. He looks terrible in pictures.
It's like, the prisoner of war we dragged out for this photo shoot with us.
He doesn't look as bad in pictures now. But
no. But I'm saying back then when it looks like he has kidney failure and...
I used to make fun of him for being the least photogenic person I've ever met in my life.
He's still pretty not photogenic.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it used to be. He doesn't look like a demon-possessed goblin anymwer.
That's true.
Like, what was it about the cameras that they were using back then that made your eyes red?
There was a lot. Well, there wasn't red eye correction on a lot of those.
We don't. Yeah, but no. Do we? Is that automatically built into our cameras now?
Yeah.
You don't have red eyes anymore. Yeah. Okay.
And also,
that's great.
That's just.
I am a big fan of that.
That's Flash. Flash was a thing that was like all cameras just use Flash whenever, but that's not really a thing anymore because you have low light cameras and all that jazz.
Well, it's a better time to have a camera now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Although there's something charming about the like camcorder thing.
Well, yeah. But you have to go back like that like early 2000s camera, not charming.
Bad.
Just
you
bad.
are ugly.
But just bad. It went from the charm of the old imperfections to
yuck.
It was like too sharp. You got to see like the pores and like a burst vein in your eye.
But it also wasn't clear enough. It was like, look, a sharp square.
Yeah. The early 2000s were rough.
I think the people were also just ugly.
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry. The early 2000s were not a good time for everyone's looks.
No, they weren't. It was bad.
It was the time of the faux hawk.
They're coming back though.
Yeah.
Like
they shouldn't.
Kicking and screaming, but here they come.
They shouldn't. Hey, techno was...
It's like human nature, I think. Techno is still around. Techno was around from way before then.
I know, but it peaked there.
Techno peaked?
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck.
Come on, like, Dim Rain 47.
Well, that's trance music.
Now you're getting into music talk, which I don't understand, and that sounds weird.
I know all the different EDM genres, okay?
All right. EDM was big.
EDM was bigger in like 2010.
Teens, yeah. That's true.
Now our music's just sad. All of the
sad music.
Sadness music.
Sad music's great.
I can't. It's too much.
You can't.
It's good if you have something for balance. Happy music for balance.
Okay, what about AJR, who sounds really happy,
the juxtaposition,
but is secretly super sad?
That's fine, but that still is not a counterbalance. Okay, it has to be genuinely happy music to balance it out.
What about Jacob Collier, who doesn't make any sense?
I don't think that religious music counts.
Okay.
As a counterweight. Okay.
You need happy pop.
I need happy pop music. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I can help you there.
Why is all of the pop music is sad?
I don't know. Hey, well, but hardship makes good art.
It does.
You know this.
Suffering makes the best art. But like, how about have some joy out of your suffering? You know?
No,
yes.
We don't do that here.
Why not?
Because
It can be done. It can be done.
not anymore. We don't do that here.
Oh, I disagree. It's not good. We have excellent sad music, okay? Really top notch.
We did very good
sad
sad
music as a culture, but we need balance.
Everyone got locked in their room for 3 years.
Maybe I approve of this actually, because tragedy is the best form of visual art. It's the best for you. You learn the most from it, and it makes the best people. So I have to think about that. Maybe sad songs are good for us. They're healthy,
even though they make us mopey.
I have to think
Deep thoughts about that.
think deep thoughts about that for a couple days before I decide.
Before you spit out an answer.
Yeah, whose turn was it?
Someone's. We could call it a wrap here.
Well, we got to do like 2 more things about the youngest.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, 2 more.
No sliding by without
I'm
anything.
perfect. I'm perfect. Yeah, we don't need to comment on me.
No.
If you think of one before I do, you can go ahead.
Youngest stick together the most. Okay. Like
we do have group identity.
You're like you're youngest. I'm a youngest. We're on the same team the most.
We're team players.
Middles are
team players.
Middles
because
are,
oldists see each other and they're like another rival chief.
Yes. and the middle.
How dare you?
The middles are
they're the
they
little,
they know that
like,
they're all like Bear Grylls. They're like the cast of Alone.
Well,
they're all on the same island.
I don't need anyone else.
No, it's just me. I survive on my own. Yeah.
Well, that's why you
all stick together the most.
What? The oldest.
How are you gonna do that to them?
The oldest servant. You know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh, Teddy! Did you hear that?
Secretary. At times.
Whoa!
We have a home.
My wife is a middle child.
Sorry. I'm looking at a sleeping bag right now. But
she's not even listening. That's hilarious. Well, you know what?
What do you know that video where you're playing basketball outside and Teddy's locked in his room
in timeout,
you?
Still playing with me.
Yeah.
Yes, sire.
Yeah. Huzzah!
Oh man, I don't think he would.
They
stand
grow
for
out
this
of that,
if he was
but
here. Yeah. Well, eventually they become people.
Yeah. Not for a while though.
When I leave.
Forged in fire.
They do. They are. The middles are forged in fire. We'll do the how to recognize a middle when Teddy's here, though.
So we can say, look at him.
There he is.
Yeah, that's how to recognize him.
What we're doing right now, that's a thing that happens to middles. They get it from both sides.
They do. Bullied. Ultra bullied.
They're bullied from...
top and bottom.
Like that.
We make them into better people.
Yeah, we do. It's true. And we constantly give ourselves the credit for that.
Yes. Yeah, that's me. That's all me.
Uh-huh. I did that.
That's,
yeah. She's looking a little flabbergasted right now. This is how your siblings feel about you, by the way.
Yeah. Little inside peek into their minds.
It's true.
We're responsible. Of course. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will take that credit.
All right. I think that's a good spot.
That's a wrap for this?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll call that your introduction episode. I feel like I'm Sean Evans at the end of a Hot Ones episode. This camera. Tell people what you have going on in your life. Yeah,
well, lately I've been on vacation for 2 months because I'm a teacher and, I still get paid barely anything, but I don't have to go to work anymore for a little while. So my wife and I are chillaxing, hanging out up here in Massachusetts. And so if you see me on the street, don't say hi.
You're on vacation?
Yeah. I don't have time for you.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, feel free to do any of the following. Like,
subscribe,
share,
turn on notifications,
leave a rating,
download,
or donate.
Follow us on Instagram at @tothepointpodcast_.